Now I'm going to be going over something called a grace note. I'm not sure if this is still considered articulation or not, but who cares. So if you have a note, occasionally you'll see this little tiny note before it. Like that. Really tiny, itsy bitsy teeny. This is called a grace note, and it's basically telling you to play a note right before this note. So if I'm playing, I have 4 notes, but this one has a little grace note. It'd be da, 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 da. Now, the space between these 2 notes here varies. It just depends on the tempo and how this person who is composing or performing the song wants it. So this could be 6/8 notes, da, 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 which I doubt it'd be that slow, because typically it would be less space between these 2 rather than between these 2. So it'll be da, 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 almost as in a swing feel, and which this actually brings up a good point for you drummers out there. You may see rudiments. For example, we can have what's called the Flam accent, and it looks like this. Now the reason it's called a Flam accent, because in the drummer world, these little things are called flams. Now the way we play them would just be, you don't pick up your left hand, or whatever the grace note is quieter than the main note, you don't pick it up, you just push it down. That is to create a fuller sound rather than just a single note. So this would be played right, left, right, left, right, left. You may see this. This is the rudiment Flam accent. You guys are learning so much. This is one of the 40 essential rudiments. My battery almost dead? Okay, no, it's not. Now, how do you know how much space to give between these? If you're going really slow, should it be, or should it be, well, I guess it just depends. How are you supposed to know? So that depends on the composer of the song and the performer. And also, if you're with a group, it also depends on what the group, as in if you're just drumline or just trumpets, whatever this grace note is being played with, you have to make sure you all agree on one specific timing. So another example of this determining whether the grace note is close or far away is to give an example of another percussion rudiment, which is just the Flam, where we just play alternating flams, like this: left, right. The big one is the loud one, so this would be. How do you know whether this note should be close or far away? Well, we've actually come up with another type of notation where we put it in a different timing and we play triplets. So it's like this. We put it in 6/8 time. Now, if you remember 6/8 time, 6/8 notes, the dotted quarter gets the beat. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can put the grace note on 6, and then on 1 we can have the actual note. So 6/1. Then then we have 2, 3, 4 would be the next grace note, and then 5 would be the next actual hit. I don't know what it's called. Oh, sorry, that's. So here is another way to think of the grace note. This allows us to have a specific timing between the 2 notes. So this is another type of notation, just written differently, of the same concept. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is, now it may seem a little open, like most drum lines have them closed, so. But with this, when you're doing open-closed rudiments, you have the equal distance between the 2 notes. As you speed up, it sounds normal. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's an example of specific timing for the grace notes. But typically you won't be given that, so you may just have to guess as, is this a 16th note, 32nd note? It should be or. All depends. So that is my huge rant on grace notes. Now it doesn't just apply for drumming, it's all instruments. But more typically drumming, I have to say. So yeah, in the next video I'll be going over something very similar. So subscribe and I'll see you then.